Hi, my name is Gerhard Gschwandtner and welcome to Selling Power's Daily Report. Today we are talking to Chris Howard, the CEO of Chris Howard Companies. And he has written an interesting book called Turning Passions into Profits. The gist of your book is how to turn your mission, your vision, and your ambition and focus them on your goals so you get greater success than you have ever thought possible. Is that about right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's about how to live a life where you're soaking every moment of richness and fullness out of every day. And that really comes in the ferocious pursuit of your grandest dreams, your grandest ambitions. So the book is about how do you take that and make it work, but also make it work from a financial perspective as well.
Okay, what are some of the steps? Do you have a personal mission statement?
My personal mission statement is to be a shining light of possibility, and in shining brightly give other people permission to shine the same as well. And right now, the way I'm expressing that is through the training company, because that's where I spend most of my time, which is about helping other people to shine brightly as well. So the companies that I see that we're building, and that's really what I'm all about, goes way beyond just personal and professional development. So the umbrella I see is growing much wider. And then the goal at the end is to give all that back to society in the form of a foundation to eradicate poverty on a larger level.
So your steps are that you find your meaning by following your passion, and in the process you make money, and then you give back, and then you get higher meaning.
Yeah, for sure.
So what are the steps that you recommend that people take? You have a system, and one of the components is cognitive re-imprinting.
Right.
What does that mean?
I know it sounds kind of scientific and jargonistic, but it's really about, first off, waking up to what's possible for you as an individual. And we're bound in by the perceptual constraints of how we've been programmed and conditioned since the time we were a kid. You know, if you talk to the guy who's serving coffee on the street corner, and he looks at a building, he's going to see something different when he looks at that building than a Donald Trump, who might see the opportunity in that building. So our eyes are trained to see, our perceptions are learned perceptions. Our ability to see a deal or to make something happen or to think outside the box, all of that stuff is learned. So if we want to move beyond a $20,000 a year salary or a $40,000 a year salary or the $50,000 a year salary, or the concept that we can't follow our passion and make money, or we can't make money and be spiritual. If we want to move past those old constructs, we have to wake up and realize that there's so much more that you can be, do, have, and create whatever it is that you want in your life. If you just get curious enough about the way to do it, how do I seek out the strategies to make it happen?
So let me zoom back.
Yeah.
You're saying in essence that people live within four walls that have been built through their past experiences.
For sure.
And you say cognitive re-imprinting means tearing down those walls and exposing them to the true possibilities that they have.
Yeah, because we're like little sponges when we're kids. We just soak in the beliefs, the values, the ways of looking at the world of our parents. And it's called the imprint period. We just soak it in, and then we get set in our ways. Then we come to the point where we think we know it all. I think it's about age 13 for most people. But it's like they think they know it all, and then you start looking for the world to behave or respond in certain ways, and it does. And it keeps you boxed in. Einstein said that we're boxed in by the boundary conditions of our thinking. And that's true. We literally keep ourselves boxed in. And so we need to look beyond those, tear down the walls, but then resaturate ourselves and go into this massive learning mode, which I call cognitive re-imprinting, where you're literally taking the sponge of your neurology and resaturating in the mindsets of people that can expand your game so you can see things that most people would never see. I think my jiu-jitsu instructor explains it best. He said, Chris, when we're doing jiu-jitsu, it's like playing a game of chess. He says, either of us could win the game. He said, what determines who wins the game is who has more insight, who can look into the board and think 3 and 4 moves in advance. And that's what makes somebody spectacular in business or in life. And that comes from knowledge, life experience, coaching, mentoring. That's why a Donald Trump looks at a building and he sees something different. He can see into the playing board and see opportunities that the novice could never see, or the person that's boxed into the boundary conditions of their thinking. They might just be learning how to move a pawn or a knight and thinking they have to do it on their own. You get the right coaching and mentoring and stuff, you can resaturate yourself and create possibilities in your life that you never would have dreamed of before.
Tune in tomorrow. We are going to learn better steps on how to get in touch with our true possibilities.